Hello, everybody. This is Out of the Box podcast. I'm your host, Jim Andre. My co-host there, Bradley Powers, and special guest tonight is experiencer Vic Makaroff. How you doing, Vic?
Yeah, go myself.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
How you
Baines
doing,
is really
Bradley?
good this week. Vic. Pleasure to have you here.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the absence of light and dark. What was here first, light or dark? What came
No.
first?
Does darkness exist, or is it an absence of light?
Well, according to the Bible, the darkness was here first, right? Darkness was on the face of the deep, and God, the Lord said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Yeah, but then if you go to the what's called Egyptian scriptures, it tells the opposite story. The origins were light first, and then from light came darkness. Scientifically, it's well-known fact that darkness is just a form of emptiness. It's an absence of light. So if it's an absence of light, how can darkness exist in its own right?
So either way, you could say that light is the absence of darkness. Darkness is the absence of light.
Depends from what sphere you're coming from, yeah. I like to, if we're children of the light beings, I prefer to think that where the light always existed. Even in the vastness of space, there's stars and stuff. There's still light. If you put your hands over your eyes, even in the dark time, night time, there's still an absence of light. Light is all encompassing.
I was in the darkness of the womb for 9 months before I traveled down a tunnel and into the light.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Even within there, there's still light. You're still seeing. You're still living, observing.
Everything is created from within the darkness and comes forth into the light.
Yeah. Well, that's a concept.
It's not a concept. That's reality.
How can it be?
All the sustenance that the world provides for our survival grows out of the darkness of the ground and into the light.
Yeah, but it stems from the light. If it's an absence of light, how can it exist in its own right?
But it has to experience and go through the darkness before it reaches the light.
Yeah, but it's a nothingness. It's an emptiness. It's a void.
Everything is a void.
Light
is actually an illusion.
So it's dark because they're both shades. They're not colors.
It's nighttime where I'm at right now, right? And the only reason why there's light is because it's artificial light. It's manufactured.
That's right.
It's a manufactured light. It's a produced light. Light can be replicated. Darkness can't.
Right.
We can produce light by different means, right? Now how can you produce darkness? You can't produce darkness.
Because it's an absence of light. So light exists before darkness.
The only way that you can experience darkness is if it's already there.
Yeah, because it's an absence of light.
You can't create it. You can create light, but you can't create darkness.
Yeah, but it can't exist if it's an absence. In its own right. If it's an absence,
so does that mean so the absence of darkness, does that mean that darkness does no longer exist?
Well, hang on. How can it be an absence of darkness?
Well, you say light is the absence of darkness, right?
No. I'm saying darkness is the absence of light.
And vice versa is light is the absence of darkness.
But if light always exists.
So when you have light, does that mean that darkness no longer exists?
Yeah, but light doesn't need to. Light can exist on its own without darkness. You don't need both to exist at the same time.
In order to come forth into creation and existence, you have to travel through the darkness first.
Well, because it's an emptiness. It's a void. It's the absence of.
That's the only way you can be. That's the only way you can come forth into it to exist.
Yeah, I understand. That's in your own personal experience. You're talking about now consciousness, I guess. Your own realization. It's like making a campfire artificial from nature, producing artificial light in the dark.
Well, it's exactly what it is. Artificial. It's not real.
It's artificial,
Darkness is
man.
real. Darkness
Yeah,
is real. Light isn't. You've got natural light with the sunlight, but a law of nature is nothing lasts forever. So the sun that supports us right now isn't going to burn forever. It's going to peter out one day, and when it does, what's going to be left? Darkness.
Well, when it peters out, yeah.
Yeah.
But without the sun, without its light, nothing would exist.
Exactly.
Nothing would exist. The sun produces all the forms of nutrients, I guess, within nature. Not the darkness, but the sun itself, the light. What's going on?
It's amazing.
Light is a holographic artificial simulation from the brain. That's an interesting concept.
Life manifests in the dark as well as the light. Amazing.
Yeah, but if you go by scripture, yeah, you would believe that.
And
there's other forms of scripture.
And another thing to keep in mind is that you can be blinded by both. You can be blinded by both the light and the darkness. Okay.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's a cool subject, man.
Which means that too much of anything is no good.
From a scientific point of view, it'll tell you no. From a religious point of view, it says yes.
Tammy's with us. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Tammy says it's a yin and yang thing. You can emulate darkness with light, and you can dim lights with darkness.
Yeah, but they don't need to exist together. Both can exist without each other.
Midnight Rider says, "Greetings, gentlemen. Light versus dark literally comes down to tomato or tomato, depending on one's perspective gathered from personal life experience."
Bingo. Agreed. Full on. It's a cool debate, though. Nonetheless, man.
Betty C. Trent says, "No, Vic, light is a holographic artificial simulation from your brain."
Well, I've heard that. Light is also the colors we see, like wavelengths, projection in our eyes and our minds as well. I've heard that.
I just posted a question on my timeline. What inspires you? What inspires you? What inspires you, Jim?
Where's Jim?
What inspires you, Jim?
Me?
Yeah. What
I
inspires
think what
you?
inspires me inspires everybody. That's I have the inspiration for survival. That's a natural instinct. What inspires you?
What inspires me is sincerity and imagination. There's another word I can't repeat what it is. Sincerity. Sincerity inspires me, but imagination inspires. Well, I'll tell you what inspires me. Spirits from the other side. They inspire me.
Common sense and the simple things of life, man. Common sense inspires me.
Nature inspires
Intelligence.
me.
Intelligence inspires me.
Yeah, common sense,
Thinking
man.
outside the box. Esoteric intellectuals inspire me.
Yeah, common sense, man, inspires me.
I'm inspired by nature.
I know your love for nature, man.
Sucking fags with Jim Andre inspired me.
Speak to yourself there, Big Daddy.
Common sense is that common. That's why it inspires me, Tammy. It's like it's a commodity these days.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us anyway, Benji Trend, Michelle, Sona, Julianne Jefferson. Oh, yeah, we've got a few people in the house, thank you.
See, everything is created
Everything
is created within the darkness and comes into the light. So the light is where all the illusions are. Light is an illusion.
Yeah, but the question still remains: if it's an absence of light, how can it be an insane entity?
Because no matter how you let how long the lights burn, there's always going to be darkness when the light's not there.
But you still see in the dark, man. There's still light within the darkness, man.
Yeah, that's right. Light, darkness just a light prevails in darkness. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, some energy likes to be born in light, in dark. Yeah, in dark.
Well, we're all created in the dark. We didn't all come out half bad for something that was created in the dark, right?
Any which way you look at it, right? The question's still the same, though. Whether concepts apply, whether it's generic or you're born from the dark into the light, the question remains: how can darkness be its own entity if it's an absence of light?
Well, like I say, the only way we can experience light during the night time is by artificial means.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. No, I understand that. That's just us existing in this reality, man.
So when God had a blank canvas, it would have been black. You know, not white.
Yeah, but he being a light source, an energy source, which is light existed before darkness was created.
Michel Espinola says the void is the birth of both into being brought into the consciousness. That's exactly right. Without conscious awareness, either one is meaningless.
Right. You have to be aware, man. That's for sure. You have to be aware.
Julianne Guthrie Smolson says there are universes that are of the light.
Tammy Barnum says, I literally used to think that everyone was born with common sense, but she was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. That's right. Not everyone's got common sense.
It's a commodity these days.
Not everyone's got common sense.
It's a commodity, man.
Yeah, so we're discussing like polarity, really, darkness and light. Yeah, what was here first?
Pretty
Darkness
much.
first. There was nothing here.
Yeah. Facebook users asking, how does Nibiru exist in the outer part of its orbit where there is no sun energy?
It's got a dwarf star, man. We're actually a binary system, not a singular system. It has its own dwarf star, man, for all accounts.
we've got Vic Makaroff in our house, experiencer of dark and light, and experiencer of spiritual entities and extraterrestrials as well. Please feel free to ask any questions you wish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Run amok.
And in case you're wondering, Jim's the one on the left, okay? Jim on to me.
Well, if they know how to read, that's self-explanatory. Don't they have our names there?
I was just thinking that.
Can I have some? Can you share some of what you've been doing there, buddy? Keep all the good shit for yourself, don't you?
There you go.
Okay. Yes, because I would probably
That should be self-explanatory, I would think.
Benny Trent says polarity is a magnetic energy. I agree with that. Polarity, yeah, it is. Because narcissists are attracted to impulse, aren't they? They feast on impulse. They do.
Opposites attract.
Yeah.
Opposites attract.
Facebook user says there is light throughout the multiverse from all the stars.
Right.
And the only way, the only way that them stars can shine is through the darkness of space itself.
Right, which is an absence of the light.
If you didn't have that dark backdrop, the stars wouldn't even be visible.
Hi, Tom.
How you doing, Thomas?
I'm still giggling at Jim Bang on the left there, Bradley. That's funny.
You're seeing Jim Andre with the left eye, Bradley Powers with the right eye, and Vic Makaroff with the third eye.
That's right. That's right. Sorry, man. That's hilarious.
Thomas Link, I love laughter. Yeah, thank you, Thomas. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we do laugh a lot. We do. We are satirists. That's what we are.
Another Facebook is asking, as long as your eyes are closed, light does not exist.
Oh, dear.
That's a good question. I agree with that. See, that's an analogy I was trying to portray to you earlier, Vic.
Yeah, because it's an absence. Because it's an absence of light. It doesn't exist in its own right. It's only an absence of.
It doesn't exist from your point of observation, but it's
but if you put your head on your eye, the light
it's still
disappears.
existing around you.
Yeah. So it's only an absence of light. It doesn't exist in its own right.
And I've learned there's good and evil in light and dark on both sides. You know.
Tammy Banham says, Tammy says, well, we are all born with darkness within us, and the darkness dwells uncertainty and trauma. And in order to get to the light, we have to work through that.
Right.
Earl Fields is asking, after death experience, you will enter the light?
In essence, yeah. You can go towards the light, or you can turn around and you'll see the cosmos itself, apparently, which is full of light.
Plants are fed by light energy, but they don't see it.
Yeah, but that's what's that called? That's photosynthesis you're talking about here.
Yeah, photosynthesis, yeah.
Yeah, man. You're talking about photosynthesis.
Thomas Lynch says disallowing the light is banishing God.
Yeah. Good concept. Of course.
Earl Field
you,
says,
Tom.
believe me, I have died and I went to the light.
And then what happened? Came back, no doubt.
Sorry.
They say
Friends
it's
and
a
family.
reincarnation trap going towards the light. A soul trap.
That's what we do. It's just friends and family are there, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, they both serve a purpose, right? So what
Light
I do,
and dark. Yeah, man.
what I do is I walk a path straight down the middle,
Neutral ground.
acknowledge, respect both, but worship neither.
Yeah, man. No, I agree. There has to be a balance, man. What was that comment? That looked like a cool comment.
Tammy says, I'm going to be a total Karen when I die. I'm going to be like, I need to speak to the manager. I want to see my Akashic record and the contract that I signed because I'm not stepping through that light because I believe it's a soul trap.
Yeah. Man. When you re-enter, all they do is they wipe your memory. So how can you do that?
Thomas Lynch says, I hear the trap was taken down in 2017.
I've heard the Matrix been taken down as well recently, which is interesting.
Midnight Rider's asking if a tree falls into the ground in the forest and no one is there to hear it or see it fall, does the tree actually exist?
If you don't observe it, how could it?
Well, I don't know if that's the question of whether or not it exists. I think the real question is, does it matter? Larry Carnell Hawkins says that's DMT induced during death, neuroplasticity, shorting, shadows are your black body entities.
Lost me there.
Many C. Trent says the womb as a fetus, we go through the same as a star being born. Our light is awakened in our eyes, and we become photosynthetic creatures that need light energy. That's why God created light first. Man needs the light. Yeah, but the darkness existed before God created the light.
Well,
The Bible says darkness was upon the face of the deep, and God said, let there be light, and there was light.
Yeah, but there's scriptures
God
before the Bible that says the opposite.
Good. There was evening, morning, one day.
and so be it.
Earl Fields says about his death experience, I believe if I had stepped through it, there would be no return. Midnight Rider says, bingo, Jim. Michelle Espinoza says, the power of your ability to control your thinking can uncreate recreate. Well, it's all about conscious awareness. Unless you're aware, without awareness, the light or dark doesn't matter.
Yeah, but negative thoughts can manifest into reality as well. If you're thinking negative, it's going to create negativity around you, man.
Thomas Lynch says, I like that because it means that all matters is what the soul is experiencing for self. What we notice is what we experience and become aware of. Exactly. It's all about conscious awareness.
It is, man. You have to be aware, man. Got to be aware. And part of that becoming aware is going through your own personal darkness, man. Whatever it may be.
Larry Carnell Hawkins says ghost particles are parasitic dark body entities. Space is souls. Thank you for sharing that, Larry. Phil said after death experience, you will enter the light. Yeah, but you do have a choice, Larry. You do have a choice. You can turn around, look behind you, face the cosmos in its entirety, and say, I wish to return to my soul family, and so it shall be done.
There is choice, even after death, man. I agree.
You don't have to head for the light. If you head for the light, you'll find all your friends and your family in the light, admittedly. But if you turn around and look behind you, you can return to your soul family. You know?
There's even a concept where you even have choice whether you want to reincarnate back here or not. Everywhere there's a choice, man. I've heard this from people having experiences where their fathers died or grandfathers died as well. They choose not to reincarnate or choose to reincarnate. But there is that concept as well.
Well, if there's hell, if there's actually a heaven and a hell, and you're going to be judged, how can you return?
It come on, man.
Well,
That's
I'm just
Catholic
saying.
concept, man.
I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying, what if?
Yeah, man. What if? Nah, it doesn't. Yeah. This is Catholic. It's like saying good and bad. If you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell.
Most people don't want to die. They fear death, so you don't have a choice when that day comes. You can't say, well, I choose to stay. What makes you think you'd have a choice once you've left to be able to come back?
Yeah, but once you reach a certain standard of consciousness and awareness, you don't fear death no more. You understand it's just a new beginning.
If you don't seek ascension, you will come back to reincarnate because to learn the life lesson that you're meant to learn.
There's still a choice, man. There's a concept where it's an evolutionary thing, and there's also a concept where you have choice. You can choose yourself.
You don't know, then you don't know. If you're a sleepwalker, you're reincarnate.
Yeah, man.
Hi, Sarah Williams, Thomas Lynch, Benny C. Trent. Thanks for joining us. Tammy Barnum, Larry Carnell.
Negative energies are static around the shaman. That is, we see 1% of the light spectrum. So life is not as strong as human ability to see it. What?
Tammy Barnum says, anyone in the right mind who has experienced this human experience here, if given a straight up choice, whether to go home or return, how many of us would say, fuck this and send me home? But they have to trick us in coming back.
Yeah, but that more and more I'm hearing that this actual matrix is being removed, being lifted. This concept of this matrix imposed on by, say, the reptilians or other aliens or whatever, as a soul trap, has been removed apparently. I'm hearing this more and more lately.
It's not beneficial to remove it, is it, for them?
Nah. Well, but it's been forcefully removed, so to speak.
Benny's Trent says, yes, Vic, the negative energy is
Jamie
static
says,
around a shaman that is in zone. We see 1% of the light spectrum, so light was not the strong human abilities to see it.
Yeah, but when you go to a higher state of frequency, consciousness, whatever you call it, your life spectrum increases.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing that happens in evolution.
Tammy says, what are you talking about learning a life lesson? Whenever we come back, whatever we have learned has been wiped. So what lessons are we retaining? We start from square
So
one all over again. So this concept makes no damn sense to me.
Yeah, it's a concept. Yeah, the progression evolution process, man. It's a concept. I didn't say I agree with it. It's a concept, man. I'm more of the idea where you have a choice.
Earl Field says, I believe. Earl Field says, I believe when I was standing in the light, I was given a choice of coming back or not. I chose to come back. But if I get there again, I'm not coming back.
Right. I'm agree. I agree more with the choice. But the concept's out there. I've heard this concept before. It's just an ongoing evolutionary process.
Well, Thomas has given us a compliment. Thomas Lynch, he says, us three look young and focused.
Thank you very much.
As a compliment, for me, I just turned 70.
Yeah. Happy birthday, bud.
Well, that was in September.
Oh, well, delayed happy birthday then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm more of the, where's this time? I'm more of the idea we have choice, even after death. Or me take existence when we die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Benny's Trent says I don't agree. We elevate to the next level, but if we're sleepwalkers, we don't elevate. We reincarnate. If we seek ascension, then we do elevate to the next level.
And what's the concept of being an old soul then? What does that mean?
Old soul, yeah. I'll be called an old soul.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've been reincarnated over and over again?
Yeah, but I don't remember my reincarnation.
Neither do I, mean. I don't remember. I remember some of my past life, but I don't remember my reincarnation.
Mm.
Why is this my recommended?
He says, yes, we get to choose. I can hear and I will not return. But to go on to...
Later, tell me if there's the choice we made, well, why the hell am I constantly coming back? What's going on here? Choose to come back. Sick of this place.
Espinoza says it's just do not realize they have a choice. They just move cheap.
Oh, shit. Yep. That wouldn't surprise me at all, actually.
When you see Trent says happy, Jim, I hope you see that the things that we go through 2024 are really changing, dimensionally changing. We need new concepts, new ideas to create a new. Tammy says, I feel like we're only sent here to feed those who control us. They suck the loose out of us our entire life. And when we die, it's like getting a new battery and coming back to do the same shit.
Yeah, but most people I don't think understand. They'll see this light. If there's this light, they just go towards it, man. And if it's a trap, they just get thrown back into this reality again, over and over again. Maybe that's what we're supposed to learn. One of the things, anyway.
Becky Fanning says we keep coming back until we have learned and accomplished what our contract mission is. But how do we do that without even being aware of what the contract mission is? Now, you make that statement. Can you explain to us right now in this reality, in this particular journey of yours, Becky, what your contract and mission is, what your contract consists of, and what you signed up for?
It's a good question, man.
I mean, how can you be on a mission and fulfill a mission you know nothing about to begin with?
You're talking about soul contracts. There's also 3 types of soul contracts.
Yeah, but all contracts are made to be. All contracts are made to be broken. See,
and they can be broken. In this reality, they can be broken.
If you're here on a mission, you believe you signed a contract, don't even have a recollection of signing it or what that contract even was. How do you know what your mission or purpose is to begin with?
That would suggest
fulfilling it or not.
Yeah, but that would also suggest it's not a contract in your own right. It's an imposition. It's being imposed on you. So how can it be a mission if it's an imposition?
It's being imposed on you.
Yeah, man.
All right, it's being imposed on you. That's a contrast.
Right. So the soul contract is your soul family or your soul mate.
If you're going to have to see, if it's going to be imposed in your sign.
You're breaking up, Jim. Yeah, you're breaking up.
If you're being forced to rest, the contract to begin with.
Right. It's not a contract, man. It's if you don't know what it is, man, you're only experiencing this reality.
Saying is in it under duress, and don't even have a recollection.
You there, Jim?
You're breaking up, Jim, or something. Freezing up, breaking up, or something.
Yeah, I'm here, but my connection is weak. I don't know if you can hear me.
Right. I can hear you now. You're pinging before, breaking up, man, here and there. Cutting in and out.
Me now?
Yeah. I can hear you now. And now it's better.
Hear me?
Yeah, sort of. Breaking in and out, man.
Yeah, my connection is weak, I guess.
Yep.
You know how that goes.
We come here and we have to relearn and remember who we are, what we are. Our soul always knows. I've heard those theories before, man. I don't buy, man. I think, where is he? I think life's what you make of it. Nah. I don't agree with no soul contract.
Larry Carnell Hawkins says, how do you burn a spirit? How do you contract something without physical form unless the body is the ghost in shell images?
What would you want to burn a spirit for? What's the problem? What's the point of burning a spirit? How the hell do you burn a spirit? What's that mean?
You only want to burn a demon. You want to burn a spirit. Malevolent spirit.
Yeah.
I've lost him.
We lost Jim, have we?
Larry Carnell Hawkins says, A1 knows.
AI knows. AI is an interesting subject, man.
Yeah.
AI is an interesting subject, man.
AI will outlive mankind. Yeah.
I reckon AI is going to be the next biggest thing that's going to cause mass destruction here for humanity itself, man. There we go.
I got bounced out. Lost my connection.
You're right. Yes, we get to choose. So I complete my mission here, and I will not return, but to go to other things. Nah, it's hard because there's a lot of people that say, right, even if they haven't completed this so-called mission here, they get a choice to go elsewhere or to come back. You have a choice to reincarnate. It's not a matter of having to complete your mission. You still have choice. So if you choose, right, not to come back to reincarnate, my father did the same, man, when he died. There was no mission. He was not a good man or a bad man. But he had a choice. He decided not to reincarnate.
Yeah. No choice. Benny C. Trent says, no choice, natural cycle. If you seek ascension, you will be happy. You have your choice to evolve onto a higher plane or reincarnate. You know? Or return to your soul plane.
Seeking personal
Thomas
essential
Lynch.
is a grand thing, man. Yeah.
Thomas Lynch says they say the only way out is in. So unless we go within, we go without. And in comes the overtaker, AI, artificial intelligence. So when artificial intelligence starts to play a dominant role within the scheme of things, where's true free choice going to be if artificial intelligence is involved?
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, it's an interesting subject, man. Galactic AI is a really interesting subject, man.
Benny C. Trent says, does water choose a path? We are not water, are we? We are not water.
Yeah, we are. We're 78% water, man.
Well, we are water. We are water, but we're like, we can. If we're a sleepwalker, we can't choose that path. But if we are awake, then we can choose that path.
That's what I'm saying. It's got nothing to do with being a mission, man. I'm telling you, my dad wasn't a good man or a bad man. He just in existence, man. But he chose not to reincarnate.
Yeah, we are energy. That's right. Becky
He chose, man.
says we are energy. And yes, Becky Fanning, we are energy. That's right. And we are water, yeah.
We're 70 or 80% water, man.
Tammy says water. Tammy says water is recycled. Everything is recycled.
Yeah, man.
Everything within
Water-
nature is recycled.
Water has its own, how do you put
The
this?
food
Water
we
has
eat
its
is
own
the food
thought,
we eat.
man. Yeah,
The
man.
food we eat is recycled.
Yeah, man. We are energy. Absolutely, we are energy, man. We are full on energy, man.
Thomas Lynch says, I have heard consciousness is like liquid light and feelings.
Depends on the state of your consciousness, man. Your level of consciousness, man. There are many levels of consciousness.
Becky Fanning says, the water part of us is our carnal body.
Or drinking dinosaur piss. That's all right. Used to it.
I don't drink water. I drink chocolate milkshakes, chocolate soy milk.
Dinosaur piss. That's funny.
Keep your questions coming, please. We've got 10 minutes left.
Tammy says, I'll take that with 2 shots of tequila.
Tequila. Yeah, thank you.
Thomas Lynch
everyone, for
says
joining.
that the highest state of consciousness without feeling, there are no thoughts.
That's it. Come on, man. How could that be?
Thoughts are imagination. Not everyone has imagination. I agree with that.
I've journeyed.
Benny C. Trent says, we will not know experience.
Journey to be
Sorry.
experienced. So
Benny C. Trent says, we will not know experience. Elijah and Enoch did not die and elevated. We do not choose. The Creator does. Yeah, if we're a sleepwalker and we come back, we're reincarnated. We choose this side of life to elevate by seeking ascension. And the way to seek ascension is by helping others without expecting a reward. If you expect a reward, you're doing business. You're not seeking ascension.
On a personal level, yeah, man. But I've been reading stuff where on a collective, it's impossible.
Yeah.
On a collective, it's impossible, man. It's always impossible, man, until stuff changes.
well, with time, there's always constant change.
Yeah, man. There is change. There is scope for the change, man. There is scope. On a personal level, for sure, possible, very possible. Right. It's what's called full consciousness, Becky. Really hard to achieve full consciousness, man. Yeah, man. It's called full consciousness. Really, really hard to achieve, man. Possible, but it's hard to achieve.
Elfield says, what goes up doesn't always come back down.
You get stuck in a tree.
So put them in tonight. Larry Carnell Hawkins says, because the Internet of Things has memories mapped, even the memories of the deceased have been extracted from the grave.
That's an interesting concept, man. That is interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, it's funny shit.
Thank you for your questions, everyone. Yeah, keep them rolling. We've got 6 minutes left.
That's a cool comment, man. That runs along the lines of when we were born, our DNA is traced to our ancestors from the beginning. Yeah, that's a cool comment, man.
Becky Fannin says, yes, and we each hold a piece of the puzzle in everyone to complete.
The higher consciousness, the higher, what's that? The higher consciousness, the higher self, real research.
Tammy Balnham says, we are all fractals of the same component. Yeah, we're all connected to the flower of life. The flower of life is a God gene.
Flower of life. I've heard that being called something else, but never mind. Another story. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard flower of life is not the right flower of life.
Yeah, I've heard other things about that flower of life stuff, man. Yeah, man.
All of us, we're all connected. Well, 3 minutes to go. Thank you, everyone, for your contributions to the chat forum. Thank you for being here. Thank you to our guest, Vic Makaroff, for being on the show, and Jim Andre, my host of Out of the Box at Alienate.c Quantum Healer. Well, plan guys tonight. And
I
thank
think
you
that
for
was an
everyone.
interesting topic this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's cool. So you can argue each way, man. But it's a cool subject, man.
Thomas Lee says, you guys are cool. That's very kind. Thank you.
It is one cool subject, man.
We are so cool.
Yeah.
We're ice below zero.
Settle down. We're not that cool.
We lost Vic, and it's the end of the show anyway. So thank you everyone for joining us.
Right.
It's a pleasure to have you near us.
Vic
Same
is
time,
still-
same place next week.
Yeah, Vic is still
Same
here.
time.
Thanks everybody for your interaction.
See you later.
See you all in the next one.
All right, peoples.